think I'm gonna have to get naked.
Hi you guys! Sorry it's been a while since our last video. We have been busy with season 2! Woohoo! So as you probably know by now, we have made our $20,000 goal. In fact, we have actually surpassed it. We're almost at $21,000, which is so exciting. Although the Indiegogo is over, you can still donate by selecting a perk. So if you want to grab a pin or a patch, you can go buy one of those on our Indiegogo. So if you still want to be an executive producer, you've still got the chance. We are really excited to bring season 2 to you. We cannot wait to show you what's in store for the characters. It's gonna be a wild ride. It'll be a really fun season. One of our perks that we were offering earlier on was a Q&A. So here we are today answering those questions. We will be answering questions from Robert, Soko, Pablo, Marissa, and Nicole. Woohoo! All right, without further ado, here are the answers to our Q&A. Mwah.
And I am gonna answer some questions for you.
My favorite episode to film was probably the party scene. It was really fun being able to turn our apartment into a nightclub and putting all the trash bags up and looking on the camera and being like, wow, this actually looks good.
Girls' night out, the club scene where Ren and I break up.
Ren and Sarah, so Charles and Victoria, I just told them to break up. I didn't write a script or anything for that scene.
It's spicy! This isn't spicy at all, it's like a bland, mild tortilla. This is sriracha! This is sriracha! That's exactly what I'm talking about!
We just went for it, and we really just tried to push each other to see what was gonna be the crazier thing to say or do.
And seeing them improv all of those hilarious, ridiculous breakups was really funny. It was hard not to break.
If I had to choose one, it would be the breakup scene.
How long have you known? Since that day at the beach.
It's a heartbreaking and beautiful scene, and I think it was one of the most challenging to film.
First of all, the Christmas special was so much fun. But I'd probably have to say the Peru episode. So the scene with me, Kathy, and Lily on the couch. Female friendships are just awesome and great to see on TV.
Definitely the Mongolian fish episode.
Definitely the Mongolian fish episode. That was my first day ever filming, and it was so much fun. Kathy and Guillermo have really good comedic timing.
That was like me and Tina's first time to really be on set filming together, so it took a few takes to get serious.
We were all cracking up, and we had to really get it together because we had to film and it was getting dark out. Such a good note to start on with such good energy and positive vibes.
I would say definitely it was the first one. And what was actually like very funny about the first episode is the ending part where you see Charles present himself. We decided that right on the spot because we're like, what is going to be funny to end this on? And we all like looked at each other, and I think we all had the same idea. And I was like, I think I'm going to have to get naked.
I would say that Plan B was one of my top favorites. It was a gigantic challenge to figure out how we were going to make it look like Tina was naked from the waist down, which I was not, but movie magic, we did it. And at the same time, like, I was sitting on an open toilet, so my body was like, okay, you're on a toilet, so free flowings, which is pretty hilarious and nerve-wracking at the same time.
Okay, y'all. I don't know if you know this, but I was only in one episode of season 1. But regardless, it was so much fun to film. The cast and the crew are hilarious, for one, but they're so down to earth and just like between takes, like cracking jokes and just like being the lovely human beings that they are. And I get to make out with Lily.
Favorite character that I would want to play would obviously be Tina. I feel like everyone's gonna say that. Everyone's gonna say Tina, right?
Hands down, Tina.
Easily Tina.
I would definitely either want to play Tina or Liz. I think Tina's hilarious, and I love playing kooky, crazy, off-the-wall comedic characters.
I would say Tina. Ooh, or Liz. Ooh. Liz is cold and like very evil. I would love to play that.
I think I generally get cast in roles that are closer to Liz, in material that I haven't written if I'm acting in another project, and I really enjoy playing those kind of characters.
I absolutely love Catalina, so I would never want to leave her. But if I had to choose another character to play, it would definitely be Liz.
I think I would love to play Charles because he's kind of our villain, if we were to have a villain.
Okay. I don't know how we would do this. And I don't know why we would do this. But if we could have like a Charles, Victoria, like mega human, one, we'll have to do some rewrites. But two, that's just so bonkers, and like I live for that, and that's what I want to do.
I think it would be fun to play Maya because I feel like she has to do a lot of balancing as far as, you know, the personalities that are around her, and she just has to make sure that she navigates all of those waters pretty smoothly, and I would love to experience that.
It seems to me that maybe I had internalized the sketch The Lovers from SNL with Rachel Dratch and Will Ferrell, where they just get really passionate in front of people, like without caring. I feel like there's that lack of boundaries and censorship that unite our characters.
Rory from Gilmore Girls, because Rory is really kind and sweet and, you know, a little bit more introverted, but she also is really grounded and present in the way that Sophie is, and also is willing to really tell the truth and be honest.
I did kind of pull a quality from Phoebe from Friends.
I have to say that I definitely try to channel my inner Phoebe.
I think that Tina and Phoebe have this similar kind of like anti-social awareness aspect to them.
Both of them hold a special belief in what they believe.
They live in their own bubble, but they just don't have any need to explain themselves or apologize for who they are.
I don't need you or anybody else. I'm gonna make it on my own.
It was definitely influenced by The Office at that time, because I think when we were shooting this, at least the first episode, I was knee deep in like my second go through of The Office, the American one.
Hey, Bandit!
How about 911? Anyone?
Hazel's very rational. She's very rational, very grounded, and she's the friend that's gonna tell you not to do it. So it reminded me of like Arrested Development, for example, where you have like a character like Michael Bluth, where he's sanity within the insanity.
Do you guys remember the lady who played Meredith in The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, where she played like the twins? There's this scene where she has this beautiful white dress and like black hat, and she's sitting by the pool, and she's like revealed to the audience.
Hi.
And she's just so, she's so deliciously evil. And that's what I think Liz is. Kind of.
Definitely Golden Girls. If you've ever seen Golden Girls, you know it's just such a fantastic, well-written, smart, sharp comedy, and it holds up even today.
Off the magic dragon, live by the sea.
Best in Show, I love Christopher Guest. I love his style of writing.
If she doesn't get a door, she's gonna flip out.
It's not in here.
We both love soup. You know what? I'm the one having to push him away.
Bridesmaids, Maya Rudolph, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, they are hilarious women. They're such strong improvisers and writers and creatives. They're definitely a major inspiration for me.
I'm ready to party with the best of them.
Honestly, there have been a good amount of testimonials that have stuck out to me. I've been so grateful to be receiving messages from fans of the show. I love every single one I get, and it's so nice to be able to see how 20 has affected people.
I had a friend who was telling me that her and her dad have been watching 20, and it's really helped him to understand her world. And they now apparently they quote lines to each other, and they have running jokes from the show. And I just think that's the beautiful thing about 20.
One that really stuck out to me was I received a message from a woman in Pakistan talking about how much she loved the show, and how grateful she was to be able to have 20 and to be able to watch LGBT female-driven content in a country where it's hard to find.
A few months ago, Lily texted me this screenshot from a viewer named Caroline Hashida, who commented the importance Sophie had because of her representation as a Asian American, Asian LGBT individual. And I know about the lack of representation of LGBTQIA individuals on screen and television in Japan, in America. So yeah, that comment really meant a lot to me.
The biggest struggle in deciding what was going to happen with our characters in season 2 was the fact that Alessa lives in Peru and both Mona and Ren have since moved to New York City. So trying to figure out how we were going to be able to keep them in and work around the fact that they live out of state and have them fly in, and how much will they be able to actually be in the season. That was all hard to work out, but it was really fun, and we have some very exciting plans for those characters, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more Liz. Or don't. They might kill me off. I don't know.